Alrighty guys, we're back for some Simic aggro, and this is a Brothers War standard brew. We're gonna go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to ya. Also, we do got that Discord link down in the description if you're interested in joining that up. Okay, what do we got in the build here? We gotta do some rearranging because we got Rootwire Amalgam. Going to be playing that out for the prototype cost most of the time. For 1 of the green, it's a 2/3, and then for 3 and double green, you can sacrifice Rootwire Amalgam. Create an XX colorless golem artifact creature token where X is 3 times Rootwire Amalgam's power. It gains haste until end of turn, activate only as a sorcery. Pretty cool card, guys. We've won games with that golem multiple times on video, so yeah, it's a fun one. This is very much an artifact build because we also have 4 Teething Wurmlets in here as well. The life gain on this is awesome. The death touch on this is incredible. The way it gets counters, everything about this card is actually just really good, huh? Got a couple Haywire Mites in here to be able to deal with artifacts and enchantments. Of course, they got to be non-creature, but it's still a really cool artifact, huh? We got 3 Slip Out the Backs in here, and those counters are actually going to be pretty important, as well as just having, like, protection for our creatures is very important. Got 4 Fading Hopes. It's kind of our removal. Our removal in this deck is tempo removal, so you could also call this Simic tempo as well, but I don't have any counter spells or anything like that, so. We do have a single March of the Swirling Mist. It kind of helps us end certain games or just stay in a game longer as well, or protect an entire board state as well. So March of the Swirling Mist, underplayed honestly. Got 4 Surge Engine in here. Yep, finally, right? I think the last time I played Surge Engine, I only played 2 of them. I think it's worth the 4 of in a deck like this. Got 2 Machine Over Matters, kind of acting as more Fading Hopes, but this can hit non-land permanents, which is pretty awesome. I have a single Winterthorn Blessing. So what the heck is this card, huh? For a green and a blue, it's sorcery speed. You put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control, and then tap up to 1 target creature you don't control, and that creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. So it has a flashback for 1, a green, and a blue as well. It's kind of more tempo removal, kind of, sort of, right? It can potentially take a creature out of combat for a couple turns, which is awesome, and then again, those counters are going to be important, which again, I'll go over in just a second. We have 4 Patchwork Automatons in here. Very nice. It cares about us casting artifacts, and the ward too is very powerful. Our 3 mana spots, guys, we got a couple Mindlink Mechs. It's not going to do as much in here as it did in the last time we played Mindlink Mech, especially when if you power up like Surge Engine or something, then the Mindlink Mech is going to have Defender. So you'd have to like pay the blue, which would be fine, I guess, but overall, it's mainly in here as an artifact, and it can be very aggressive because a 4/3 flyer is legit. You could also do cool things like power this up with a Wurmlet, and then go ahead and play an artifact for that turn as well, get that counter. That's pretty neat. We got 4 Simian Simulacrums in here as well. This is a 3 mana 2/1, and I am shocked that we don't see it. It's probably because we don't see too much green, but still. When it enters the battlefield, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Then it has Unearth for a 2 and double green. Very powerful creature, guys. We've ended a lot of games with this as well on the channel. Between this and Rootwire Amalgam, probably the best green cards we've played recently. So we got 3 Kodama of the West trees in here, and this is why the counters are so important. So for 2 and a green, it's a 3/3 with Reach. It's a legendary creature, that's why we only have 3 of them. Modified creatures you control have Trample. Okay, that's pretty important. And then whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. That helps us thin out our deck, which is very important to be able to thin out the deck so we top deck less lands, but it also helps us ramp into like the ability with the Rootwire Amalgam and stuff, or just play out of Rootwire Amalgam as a 5 mana card too. Helps us like ramp into the Unearth for the Simian as well, so very cool. Got a couple of Mishra's Foundries, a Who Endures, and a Soaring City, as well as an even split in the mana base, because we actually have an even split. Oh, no, we don't. That's right. I added more Slip Out the Backs. Do we need more blue in here? Okay, last minute change. Let's see what the auto suggest land says. Oh, it still wants me to split it. Well, that's what we'll do then. I forgot. I did have an even split, but I actually opted for more slip out the backs at the last moment. Honorable mention, guys. Skystrike Officer. Yeah, I'm going to let this one take a back seat this time round because I do have more Skystrike builds ready to go, ready to record. So not this time round. Other than that, guys, I think that's it. It's a pretty simple one. Just play artifacts, attack when you can, have a little bit of tempo play with Fading Hope, Slip Out the Back, March, Machine Over Matter, stuff like that. Winterthorn, right? Get some modified creatures going, get that trample going with Kodama when you see it. It's a simple one. Let's go ahead, take it into some ranked, and see how we do. All right, we'll see if we can get, yes we do. I don't know why I ask anymore. We get right into that first match, guys. What you bringing to the table, opponent? This looks like mono white, maybe? I don't know, maybe. We'll see. All right, we'll keep this. This is fine. 2 lands in the opener. I can't complain about that. We might as well get the forest down and go for the Haywire Mite. Gives them a little bit less knowledge of what our deck is. Just a little bit, though. Right into Patchwork next turn sounds good, and then top decking a land would be sweet. Patchwork would be much better if they don't play a blue source here. Like, much, much better. So, don't be Esper, opponent. What's this? View browser? Did I break the game? I broke the game, guys. We have a view browser button up there. Alright, no blue source. Nice. Very nice. Wurmlet's a great draw. But it's going to be Patchwork this turn. Mainly because of the ward, too. Looks like Go for the Throat might be just chilling in the opponent's hand. Waiting to hit our Wurmlet, so... Having the slip out the back ready, it will be... Oh, there's the blue source. Okay, it is an Esper deck. Ravine. Uh-oh, we'll see that 3rd mana. We're fine, we're fine. Could also go, well... I guess just keep the slip out the back open, right? Ravine is like worst case scenario as far as creatures go. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, this doesn't hit it because of the ward 1. They find a Rafine's tower as well. Okay, they're gonna swing. This could be Esper Legends. It could just be like an Esper Ravine build. It looks like Legends. Well, Shieldred would also be in a normal Esper build too, though. Let's be real. Come on, 3rd mana. 22 mana total in here, guys. And I think that should be enough. We have a lot of 1 and 2 drops. Like a lot of 1 and 2 drops. I think like probably... Oh, yep, they did have the Go for the Throat. Oh, go ahead and protect you, huh? Might as well. Might as well. Surge Engine. Good draw. Play this before combat because it affects combat. Because we're swinging, guys. We're going. They didn't play Wedding Announcement yet because Haywire Mite's a problem for them. This view browser thing up here. Yeah, Shieldred, yep, that's a problem, but we do have Machine Over Matter, so we could bounce it. Man, we got a lot of our 3 drops, don't we? Bounce Shieldred now. But then if we find... Nah, we bounce it. Let's do it. Taking a turn away from the opponent like this is pretty good. We get a huge swing if we see a blue source. That's a land. I shouldn't be complaining. We're fine. We're fine. It could have been a lot more had it been a blue source, but I'm pretty happy that we actually saw a mana, so we can get like, we can get the ball rolling, right? Shieldred comes back down. More tempo plays would be good off the top, just like another, like anything. Fading Hope would be sweet. All right, let's see. Surge Engine, okay. Yeah, so big problems here. They're gonna gain 2 from Shieldred. Keep it all back. All right. Let's play Surge Engine number 2. I hope they don't have a board wipe. We're gonna swing with Surge Engine number 1. We could have played the Surge Engine number 2 after combat, but it was fine. They only had the 1 mana open anyways. Yeah, so they're back up to 8. So this is anyone's game, guys. This could really start to lean towards them if they gain any more life off of Shieldred here. They find a cut down for the Surge Engine we spent mana on. Uh-oh. If we find a second blue source... Okay, yep, it is Esper Legends. The Gix has dropped, and that is a lot of legendaries, huh? Wow. Wow, yeah, Shieldred number 2, Rafine number 2, and Gix number 2 in the grave. That's something else, guys. And they're back up to 11. They have 1 blue source open. We find a blue source. I'm not sure it matters anymore, though. I think Shieldred was enough to pull them through this. We didn't necessarily need the second blue source yet. We needed it if the Surge Engine, the second Surge Engine was still on the board. Right? Is that what my brain was telling me? So, probably end up swinging with the Wurmlet too. I think we're kind of forced here. Let's put those counters on the Surge Engine. They probably block with Gix. This is 5 going through. We'll have a blocker on the ground. They could just take the 10. We better swing, though. See what happens. This view browser is very distracting. Wow, it still brings up my starting hand, too. It's so weird. You guys see how it brings it up, too? It, like... Oh, what have I done? Oh, no, I broke it even further. Oh, there we go, there we go. They did end up jumping there. Back up to 8. Dude, this is anyone's game. Oh, they have so much mana, though. They end up swinging with the Shieldred. Oh, yeah, that's right. Rafine just continues to buff itself as well. Can bring it up to 6. Oh, we're probably... Oh, yeah, we're dead because of Shieldred then. Oh, I'm so sad. Wait, no, we gain 2 when the Mite dies. Are we alive? We might be alive. I'd love to actually just take that Shieldred out, though. But if we block with, like, a Patchwork, and they like, return to hand... Now I'm thinking too much into it now. If they return the Mite to our hand with like another Soaring City, this could be equally as bad though. Oh man, this is funny. We're gonna try to kill the Shieldred. Let's see what happens. Cause like either way, we're really close to dead here. I'm assuming they want to hit the Patchwork Automaton. But if they take the Patchwork out of the equation, then the Mite dies. And then we gain the 2 life that we need when the Shieldred deals 2 damage to us next turn. So, wait. Did that... Am I crazy? Was that supposed to kill all of them? Well, we're back up to 3 and the Shieldred's out of here, so that's good news, I guess. I thought, oh, Shieldred number 2, but the Mite keeps us in it. But they're back up to 12, though. Crap. Okay, let's draw. Yeah, am I missing something with the Death Touch? I guess it was the order. Yeah, the order that they did the damage, but I thought the Patchwork would have protected one. I'm relatively confused. I don't know. Apparently, I don't remember how to play Magic anymore, guys. I apologize. So if we play our cards right, we buff Surge Engine to 7, then they're forced to block on the ground and the Rafine kills us regardless. Oh, was there a way around this, guys? There might have been. I'm sorry, opponent, I'm thinking too much is the problem. Like, Mindlink Mech could block in the air. Oh, crap. Yeah, but then the Shieldred ends up killing us anyways. Maybe my block is what did it here. My block might be what did it. We go back up to 2. Too bad I can't buff that as well. And they're forced to block the Wurmlet. And they take 9. Oh, Shieldred, why do you carry? Shieldred, doesn't your back hurt? Oh, they get to power up the Bankbuster too. That's right, that's right. So they don't even lose the Shieldred here. Yeah, GG. GG. I think I messed up with the blocks. If I wouldn't have blocked with Automaton, we might have actually gotten the damage through. So don't blame the deck here, guys. Blame me. I'm just like, I'm all over the place, I guess. Then again, yeah, there's still that problem where if I didn't block with Automaton and they did end up bouncing the Haywire Mite, then we would have died. Because the Automaton was there to make sure that the Shieldred died if they did bounce the Mite. So maybe my block was still warranted. Hey, good game, opponent. I forget if I dropped it right now. Guys, this deck is going to be fun. I can already tell. Did I have fun that match? Yeah, I had fun that match. I mean, you know, I realize that everyone chooses the frowny face when they lose, but like, I can't complain too much. Our deck kind of sort of did a thing. Oh, I know what they're doing. They're gathering data for anyone who versus Shieldred, right? And then if they see like a bunch of frowny faces against Shieldred, they go for the ban. Maybe I should have dropped the frowny face. No, I like Shieldred. I do. It's tough though. It is a tough one. And it really does carry a lot of matches too. But I like playing with it though. How do you guys feel? What's your opinions on Shieldred? Alright, we'll go for the island and get the Cascade down later on. Well, no blue source open. Now's the time to get Patchwork down. That Ward 2 will be available. And the Ward 2 does a lot here against Grixis. Fable hits, okay. And Cascade. A Machine Over Matter's a really good draw. Do we want to keep Slip out the back for our Patchwork? I wouldn't mind the Mindlink Mech play here too. Here's what we do though. And while they're tapped out, we're going to... Well, we want to swing as well, so... Yeah, I think that's worth it. They don't get to ramp with the token. We gotta swing. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that was worth it. Patchwork, no! Run, Patchwork! No, Surge Engine, run the other way! Oh, no. Alright. Alright, cut down number 1. Blood Tithe Harvester, okay. Okay, well, good news, guys. We're seeing the mana this game. Coast is going to drop. A good reason to have 22, right? We're going to start to flood out here. So it's going to be Mindlink Mech this turn, and then keep the Slip out the back open. How do you guys feel about that? Because we can play Kodama next turn and then power up the Mindlink Mech and potentially swing with both. Because once we protect the Patchwork, it's going to be a 4-4. Because Slip Out the Back gives the counter. So that seems pretty good to me. Okay, Fable flips. Oh, they can double block the Patchwork though, yeah. Yeah, Reflection. They're gonna try it too. We'll see. We'll see. I'll tell you what, Slip Out the Back on a Patchwork is so powerful. Ah, they pass it, okay. Well, we still have a ton of mana regardless, so any artifact off the top. Oh, Fading Hope. Oh, ooh. Ooh. Fading Hope. It doesn't really... I mean, we don't want to hit those creatures, but... Alright, let's power up the mech. What happens with the legends again? Target non-legendary, so it's just a 4-3. That's fine. That's all we need. I think we stick to the plan. The least we can do is swing in the air with the Mindlink Mech. This could be an Abrade. Kind of feels like an Abrade, huh? So if they double block the Automaton, we could bounce the Harvester back to hand and kill the Reflection. They play Harvester, get a second blood token, but we still have the Slip Out the Back to protect our creatures. This is tough, man. Because they have 4 open, it could be a make disappear too. Alright, let's just not be greedy about it. We'll just swing in the air and see if it's an Abrade. Okay. It's a good hit. And we'll just keep everything open. Go for the throat! Is Kodama worth saving? Maybe the Fading Hope on our Kodama. Because we get the Scry as well, and like the Fading Hope hitting their creatures isn't that good, guys, so we can act as like an extra form of protection here. Okay, Mishra's Foundry is pretty good, but right now I think we're looking for something else other than mana. How do you guys feel about that? Slip Out the Back, available still. Okay. So Reflection copying Harvester's a problem. Maybe we should have gone for the swing. Well, either way, they're gonna have to pay an extra 2 here, and then Slip Out the Back hits the Automaton. Yeah, we are gonna have a little bit of an issue dealing with Grixis. They gotta pay the ward too first, right? Right. Do I get a chance to slip this out the back after they pay the ward? I hope so. Wait, I should pool control or something crazy, just in case. Just in case. Yeah, you want them to pay the 2 first. There we go. There we go. That's a chunky Automaton right there. Wow, they go for a swing. Ah, Soaring City, okay. Ah, we have a problem, guys. We have a problem. Do we just go for the swing? Or do we take out like Reflection? Oh, I should have went for the combat trick. I really should have. So we gotta thin the deck, first of all. This is a good swing. I know that, oh boy, okay, it was sticking. They could have like a Fading Hope of their own, but I don't think Grixis usually plays with Fading Hopes. Down to 6, grab a land. And we want a green source would be fine. Yeah, Soaring City costs 3 mana to channel since we have Kodama. Alright. We definitely drew one too many mana here. And they got their Reflection Harvester combo going, where we didn't have a great way to deal with it, except for the one combat trick that I just didn't do with the Fading Hope. which I probably should have, honestly. Like, the more I'm seeing... Wow, they had to pay a lot of mana to get rid of Patchwork, though. I don't think you want to swing opponent. I don't think... I mean, we don't necessarily have haste in here, but... Oh, they go ahead and take out the Kodama, too. Okay, oh no, we got more land. Well, that can't power up the mech, unfortunately. So we just gotta keep our Soaring City available. It's not good, guys. We only got 22 mana in here. Huh. Yeah, I really like this build. I hope it can draw better. Soon. We definitely got better things to draw, so... I think we're getting a little unlucky. Just a little bit, though. Overall, we're doing pretty well. Oh, that has lifelink. Ew. Alright, we'll bounce it. I don't want them to gain 4, guys. And they don't have the mana to replay this. And then they won't be able to copy their Harvester that they brought back, so... Oh no, another land! This is what I get for not grabbing the Mishra's Foundry, because we could have been powering that up to power up the mech. Yep, I sent the Foundry because I was like, oh, I don't want more land, but we could have potentially won. So this is another one where don't blame the deck, guys, blame me a little bit. If I would have kept that Foundry, this would have been a different game potentially. Well, they also could have had like a cut down or something too, though. Machine over Matter at least deals with the Goblin Shaman before the attack. Now we'll do it. Well, no, we'll wait for their turn, because I wouldn't mind them hitting the Make Disappear on the machine. Since we have so much mana, we could pay for it, so I think they would save it anyways. Yep, ditch a go for the throat. Man, you already have to draw really, really well against Grixis already, and we're really not right now. About to go down. There's probably so much removal in their hand, guys. Blood Tithe Harvester acts as more removal too, of course. That can draw them more cards. Oh, no. Oh, no. Alright, we need something other than mana. No. No. Well, I'm going down to 21, guys. Nah, 22's fine. It really is. And you probably want the 22. Oh, they got the victory here, don't they? Power up. Or, well, no they don't. This is crew for 3, not 2, so... They need another creature, then they have the victory. They could try to find like a tenacious underdog with a blood token. Oh, they drop a Brotherhood's End. Oh, wow. That's interesting. I mean, now we get the... That's not funny, game. That's not funny. Hey, good game, opponent. Good game. I wonder if we would have found the Wurmlet if we would have had a chance. And if we would have found it 3 turns ago, we drew a lot of land there, guys. A lot of land in a row, right? They did have a go for the throat that they eventually sent to the graveyard too, so that might have still been in their hand had we drawn it earlier, and they could have removed the Wurmlet that way, so just something to think about, I guess. Like, it wasn't necessarily ours if we would have seen creatures anyways, so... Alright, let's see if we can get into the next game here. Oh, man. These battles have been tough. Alright, opponent, what you got for me, buddy? What you got for me? Could be... Let's see. Oh. I'm gonna guess mono white mid-range. That's my guess. We'll see if I'm right. Uh-oh. We don't have a 3rd mana. Oh, no. Alright, well, let's try it. Let's try it. I like this because we get Wurmlet down early and then... Oh, crap. This is Cascade, though. Yeah, this isn't going to be untapped. Well, we might find an untapped blue source next turn. An island. Alright. I'll swing into that. To slip out the backs isn't terrible. Nice, we found a third mana. So a counterspell on the Simian isn't too bad. And something like that could affect combat pretty well. I'll give it a shot. A counterspell on this isn't too bad because it has Unearth. And that's a make disappear that's no longer in their hand, right? All right. Uh-huh. That's a Seat of the Empire out of their hand, too. That's good news. Don't have to worry about that. Unless they have two, which is possible. Okay, Sunset Revelry. Fading Hope. Okay. We'll just drop the Kodama. It's too bad. If I would have went Kodama last turn and Simian this turn, this would have actually hit and we would have been able to swing into the humans here. Another Fading Hope. Oh my. I promise we have artifacts in here, guys. So let's go. Swing with Kodama, see what they do. It's gonna be a Soul Partition. Okay. I'll slip Kodama out the back. I think that's fine. They would need removal. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Okay, the 4 open is probably Wandering Emperor, right? Nice, another island. That's sweet. That's really good news. Probably a Wandering Emperor, so the second slip out the back's gonna be pretty good. Poor Teething Wurmlet, man. It's trying to do something. Alright, let's get that Wandering Emperor down. And then Fateful Absence. Do we slip out the back again or just play our second Kodama and keep the slip out the back open? I think we'll slip out the back again. We still have Fading Hope available, and okay, they go for a negate. Okay. That's a lot of cards out of their hand. I think we just let this happen. And we won't Fading Hope the Kodama, because we can just play the other Kodama. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, Wurmlet finally gets a counter because we got a clue. Very nice. Mite Stone. Well, Kodama's out of here. But the Wurmlet's going to be able to start swinging, but now it doesn't have the trample. Aw. Ooh. Rootwire. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Makes me actually just want to play the Rootwire instead. Try to buff that up over the Wurmlet. Try to... Nah. Let's get this going. Get this swing going. They probably just block each one. Oh, they actually don't block the Simian and take the 2. So another Mite Stone and Weak Stone would suck because it still hits the Wurmlet. Urza is on the board. We might see another meld into the Urza Planeswalker, guys, which is very scary. They have 3 mana available, but this can't be spent to cast non-artifact spells, so let's... Oh, our third Kodama. Nice. Well, let's go ahead and bounce the Urza. Well, sorry, opponent. I'm playing this one out pretty slow. I apologize. Let's see what they do to the Wurmlet here. Wurmlet has trample because Kodama hits. They're going to take the 5. We gotta bounce the Urza back to hand, but they're gonna have a good chunk of mana available. Can we on the stack use the Fading Hope, but then it might eat a counter. Yeah, there's a lot to think about here. They could have a counter spell. Alright, we'll do this on our turn. It is, it's gonna be a negate, so they could have done that on their turn too. Oh man. Yeah, one less to cast, so the one blue source did a thing, and now they have Urza Planeswalker again. This is the third time on video someone got Urza Planeswalker. It's my fault, I don't play enough removal. Ah, they're taking out. They're going for the exile effects. Ah, that's rough, guys. Yeah, it's rough. Hey, Wurmlet, nice. Wurmlet's pretty good, man. Tempted by the draw. I'm actually going to. I'm gonna draw here. See if we can find a way through to that Planeswalker. Actually, the Simulacrum maybe could have done a thing, but they still had a blocker here too, so... Great draws, man. Pretty great draws. They get to like do 2 things a turn too, so this is probably game over, guys. Urza Planeswalker's probably gonna run away with this. I can't imagine, because they could just go +2, they gain 2 here too. Have everything in their hand cost less. Depopulate. That's brutal, opponent. Oh no, how far are we in the video? 36 minutes? We might have time for one more if we give it to them. Let me go a couple more draws here because you never know. They can go +2 next turn, then -3 our creature. All right, let's give it to them. Good game. Drop one of these. So I rarely concede, but I really want to get one more game in. I really do. And I don't think we're gonna get through there because they can activate 2 a turn. And so any creature we play, yeah, they just go +2, then -3, exile the creature. And then they just keep that up every single turn and probably outpace us for their hand too, as they probably have a lot more draw spells and stuff, so... Yeah, I think it's just better to get into one more game and see if we can do a thing. That's brutal though. That was a game that I feel could have gone either way. I really think we could have had that one. Potentially. That negate that hit the Fading Hope, that was probably that was the nail in the coffin, huh? A lot of great reasons to just run negate in general, because like there's so much to hit. Oh, hello, opponent. Hello. Alright, we'll go ahead and get the forest down. We could have gone the coast to keep Fading Hope open, I guess. That could have been good too. I wasn't really thinking about it. I was still thinking about the last game. This is fine though. Bouncing an underdog with Fading Hope, we probably would have saved it either way. Mindlink Mech over the Simian is probably better here. Both buff the Patchwork. Oh no, Liliana gets around the ward too, and Patchwork is out of here, guys. Oh no, that's so bad. Okay, well, how do we want to deal with this? They're gonna have us discard for sure. Mishra's Foundry. It's good. Mindlink Mech is probably the best bet so we can fly in and take out Liliana next turn. How do you guys feel about that? I think that's the best bet. Also go for the throat, doesn't hit it, cut down doesn't hit it. I think that Liliana is going to perish to the mech. Sheoldred could drop this turn. Man, Sheoldred needs to be a 5-mana card for real. It comes down too soon. Jeez. They didn't plus the Liliana. Let's see, we have the forest. We might as well bounce the Sheoldred, take one. This kind of stops their whole, like, they'll have to play it again next turn, so maybe they won't invoke Despair type of thing. And then, oh, hey, Patchwork. Well, we could have had the Slip Out the Back available then. Oh, well. This is fine, too. Let's take out that Liliana. Which is a little scary, because we are getting pretty low. Liliana number 2 could take the Kodama. Land off the top would be Patchwork into the Simian, which is pretty good. I think Slip Out the Back open, though, seems like the best bet. But yeah, it could be something simple. Swamp, underdog number 2, Liliana. Ah, Soul Transfer. So they skipped the Shieldred, so bouncing this back to hand happened to be pretty good then. Machine over Matter. So we'll have Slip Out the Back open. How do we want to do this, guys? I don't think we swing for 4 this turn, right? We block underdog, slip the Patchwork out the back. I think that's the best bet. That's tough, man, because we want to be aggressive here, but we took so much damage throughout this game. Plus, if they just play Shieldred this turn, we could Machine over Matter that, too. Okay, Invoke Despair number 1 hits. We could still Slip Out the Back. Take 6 damage and then die to the underdog. No, we need the Patchwork. We need the Patchwork because we don't have the second blue source. Ah, man, I guess we do need to go up blue. I should have done that at the beginning. It still makes sense though. Let's bounce the underdog back to hand. We're down to 4. That's 2 less damage. And we're pretty much dead, so just kind of going for it at this point. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, guys. See, now we can play multiple things. We can buff the Simian. We can power up Mindlink Mech, which we might as well 5-turn clock, right? maybe the Simian doesn't end up dying, and maybe we could get some big damage through next turn. You never know. Except second Invoke Despair just straight up kills us, though. Oh no, Haywire Mite lets us gain 2. Huh. Yeah, this is a deck I should have practiced with before showcasing it, but I rarely do that, so usually it's what you see is what you get, you know? Cut down for the Mite. Huh. Okay, back up to 6. That's good news. That is very good news, but I guess they could drop a Swamp and go Invoke Despair number 2 now. They go for their Shieldred. We might be in this, guys. Shieldred's a problem, but like, could Slip it out the back. Nah. Let's just draw. Oh, Fading Hope. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, the coast dealing damage to us though is pretty bad. Excuse me. All right, what the heck? Let's get that Shieldred out of here and let's get a good swing in, because they can't blitz the underdog because it's not in the grave. It's funny, guys. I mean, honestly, if we get one more swing like this, but like, there's no way, right? There's no way they don't have like 3 damage or another Invoke Despair, or because there's so many cards in their hand. But hey, proof that this deck knows how to do damage for sure. And Mindlink Mech as a 2-of makes a lot of sense to me. 3 mana, 4/3 flyers, pretty good. The big issue is, can you actually keep a creature on the board to crew it, right? And so for this one, we got to see the Foundry do a thing. That's cool. 6 mana. They're thinking about it, guys. Really? We might be able to just use Slip Out the Back. Oh, no, we can't. The coast would kill us. They get another blocker anyways. We better do this. If we find removal for the underdog... Okay. Shieldred's no longer a blocker. We find a Mite. We find a Mite, guys. Oh no, that means we're 1 mana short for the... Oh no, they could still block the Simian. Ah! I think we're dead. I think we're dead no matter what. Let's just get a fun swing in. I think we're dead no matter what, guys. Very tough decisions. So if we would have kept back a blocker, we could have blocked Shieldred, but if we would have just like swung, well, yeah, they would have been able to take it, then they would have still had the underdog, which then if we would have chunked the Shieldred, still would have killed us regardless. As far as, is there any other way through? I mean, not really. Goodbye, Mindlink Mech. Goodbye. Good game, opponent. Very, very good game. That was tricky. That time we only had 4 mana. Very, very, very tricky. Don't mind me just climbing backwards in gold rank for the weekend, guys. I'll eventually rank up real quick. I had fun today, though. This was a really fun one. Simic is like one of those weird color combinations. It's like, I always have fun playing Simic, but we don't get to play it too often, especially since, you know, we play aggro and anything with red, so like, you know, Simic is very rare on the channel. This was fun. I liked this. Don't expect to win a lot. Well, maybe you could win a lot more than what I won, because you could probably pilot the deck better than what I did today, especially. This is one that I feel like I need a lot of practice with. There's a lot going on. I thought it was going to be a lot more simple, just, you know, slam down some artifacts, but there's a lot of decisions to be made. Decision number 1, we do want to drop a forest and go up an island. And so when you see this in the description down below, we are going to keep it like that. It makes a lot of sense to have it. Well, maybe not, because prototype on the amalgam is green and it doesn't calculate that in, but this has blue in it. It doesn't calculate that in. Haywire takes green. I don't know. The mana's weird, guys, because Kodama helps us find the double green on the Simian, though. Never mind, I'm going back. I did that twice this video, guys. I think I like the even split. We just got a little bit unlucky with the even split, and it's possible that we don't even want the Mishra's Foundry. Maybe only have one of them in here because of how greedy certain things felt. I guess really it was the blue sources that felt greedy, because we always want a blue source open, but there's so much that takes green in here too, so I don't really know. Guys, let me know what you thought of the deck down in the comments, and somehow I keep forgetting to bring this up, so I keep plopping it at the end of the video, but we do have a new sub goal for 2023. It's set all the way up at 5,000, but we have a whole year to get there, and I believe in you guys, so I just have to start saying it closer to the beginning of the video. That would be a good thing to do, right? Guys, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.